what's going on? How y'all doing? Hope you're well. Today's video is going to be different from anything I think I've ever put on this channel. This is for the more blue collar farm hands that's on here. I'm posting it in my farm groups. So today what we're doing, I am in my uncle's 40 series John Deere. He's been in the field bush hogging, and his radio died on him. So I'm throwing a new one in, and I figured while I'm doing this, I could show you, how to do it. Make this where anyone can do it. Like I said, this is a 4250. I forgot what year it is. Under this serial number, this is a 1986. Of course, it's a SoundGuard, approved for use on 4050, 4250, and 4450. So, this is a 4250, like I said. Let's see if I can get in here without breaking this stuff back in. But, like I said, I figured while I was down, I put this radio in, kind of, sort of. I made some things work. No, I lied. I didn't put this radio in. I wired this radio in. Somebody else mounted it in. I wired it up. Either way, it's old. It got to where it was skipping channels and cutting itself off, just doing random stuff. Granted, this is a tractor, but either way, I'll show you the wiring right quick, just to kind of make life a little simpler. If you can hear me over the cows, because they are angry that I'm here not feeding them. So, when you start, this whole piece here that holds your radio, and it actually has a speaker. I'm using an MX46. It's a 4x6 speaker. It had this metal guard around it. I basically trimmed to make it work, just like factory would, before my strippers kill it. And then I'm going to swap this metal piece out because I'm putting a different radio in. I'm using this good old dual. A lot of people hate on duals, but for 20 bucks, man, it's a Bluetooth radio. It don't have a CD player. It fits in tight spots, and that's a tight spot. But either way, I'm running out of battery. My phone's almost dead. So when you pull this down, you'll have your antenna here. I don't know if you'll be able to find, you'll have your antenna here. I don't know if you'll be able to have this wire here. I think I robbed this off of something, but I don't remember. I think I pulled it off of this. The constant power for one of the lights. I don't fully remember, but all this is a constant power. You could run it straight for the battery if you want, as long as it has a fuse somewhere. All this is for is to keep your channels, your clock. It's basically your memory wire. Some people do run it in with the key on wire. I don't like doing that because when I set radio stations, I like it to stay at the radio stations. But either way, you'll have this plug-in that just kind of hangs down, chills out. So this is the other end of it. And just real quick, lay this here. The red wire, you'll match red. That's your key on power. A lot of people, if you don't want to source down, you can run your yellow wire to the red. And when you turn the key on, it'll all get power. Like I said, you won't have your memory sets, your radio presets. You won't have your time set, your equalizer, whatever. But that is an option if you just want the radio to work. But I'm trying to do this right, because like I said, this is my uncle's, and yeah. So you'll have, I'm going to try to do this off of here. Right under this red, you'll have a blue wire. I'm going to try to make this simple for y'all, because I know it's easier for me to watch something than read about it. And I had to read about this. So you'll have a blue wire coming out of this plug. That blue wire will go to the solid purple. Excuse you. It'll go to the solid purple wire on your radio plug-in. Right next to the blue, focus. Right next to the blue, you'll have a black. That will go to the purple and black wire, because that'll go to one of the rear speakers. Next to that black wire, you'll have another black wire right here. That will go, I believe, yeah, that goes to the ground. That goes to the ground. Okay, so just to make sure I say it, just to cover it, on the plug-in that you unplug, you'll have this little bump, I'm going to go off it because that has a certain groove it's got to go in when you plug it in. So if you're looking at the bump, the red's right under it. Take red to red. The green, like I said, the green goes to green. Then you got a black next to the green that goes to the black and green. Red to red, solid green to solid green. Black next to green goes to black with the green. Got it? Okay, then on the bottom side, roll it over. You'll have blue wire. Blue wire goes to solid purple. Next to it, you'll have a black wire. The black wire right next to the blue, that's in the middle, goes to the purple and black. And then the black wire that's down here kind of by itself is the ground that goes to black. Goes to black. My phone's almost dead. It just told me I'm at 5%. I can't see anything. So, yeah. I'm going to finish doing all this. Yellow goes to constant power. You'll have this speaker here, the way I did it, gray and black, and gray. You'll just refer to your speaker. The gray with the black line is your ground. So, just remember that. Alright, so my phone died, and I didn't get it charged while I was back there. But, that's basically how you put the radio in. When you get the aftermarket radio, if you never put one in, it should come with two little keys. It's like an L, except one end's like that wide. Makes an L shape and one end's long. You stick those in the side of the radio and it pulls it out of the metal base. You take that metal base and you put in the piece that I tapped and said I was going to replace. It's got little tabs you can bend out that hold it in place. You can figure that out. And yeah, that's pretty well it. Like I said, the antenna on this tractor, the antenna just like it plugs right in. You don't need no kind of adapter. But if for some reason yours does not, they do sell adapters. I can't help you on that one. And like I said, the yellow wire goes to a constant power. I'm pretty sure I robbed that constant power off one of the light constant powers. Constant just means it has power with the key off. So, that pretty much, I mean, if you don't have one, just make it simple. Start the battery, piece of wire, fuse, run it all the way up there to the yellow. Or, like I said, you can run it in with a red. You just won't have any kind of memory, like, won't save your radio stations or your equalizer settings or anything like that. And it resets your clock every time. I hate that. But, I mean, that's pretty well it. I know it took me, the first time I put this in, it took me forever to find what wires went where. I didn't want to rewire the whole thing by myself. So, yeah, just make it simple. And instead of y'all having to do all the research, here it is. So, maybe this helps. When you get it all wired in, make sure you plug it in and plug the antenna in. I have run across where some radios will not work if the antenna is not plugged in, because the antenna offers a like secondary ground or whatever, even though you run a ground wire. It makes no sense to me. I don't know, but I've run into that before. So before you finalize putting everything back up, just plug the antenna in, plug the thing back into the back of the radio, plug the plug in back into the tractor side, hold it up there, turn the key on, make sure it comes on, make sure you have sound. Because like I said, this tractor already had aftermarket radio in it. It just wasn't wired up properly. It was wired to that front speaker and that front speaker only. So I had to fix that. But anyways, y'all be safe, y'all fun, and I'll see y'all later.